Dancer, my name is Michelle and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm sorry, I don't know what that was. I'm so excited to start this journey with you guys. I went on my Instagram stories and asked a bunch of you to ask me some questions for my first YouTube video, and I got them all right here. What gets you through rough days? There's a lot of reflecting on my inner self, just asking a lot of questions why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, and a lot of journaling, spending time with my family, focusing on myself and not focusing on the negative. Because I notice when I focus on the negative things that happen in my life, it becomes a constant cycle. I always have to rewire my brain to think positive. So far, it's been working, and I totally forgot about this method. I used to do it so much, and I think that's why I got so far in my journey in life. What is a teaching I live by? There are so many that I was taught growing up, especially by my mushroom, that has helped me in my life journey, and I'm so grateful to have known those. If I haven't, then I don't know if I could come this far in life. What part does your culture play in raising your children? Those who don't know, I have children. I have two. I think for me growing up, culture was always important. I was always pushing it because I grew up in a white community. That was really hard because I was different, clearly. My skin, my hair, the way I talk. I was real resi when I moved to the city. Meeting these people for the first time, it was kind of shocking. I got that culture shock at a very young age. I've learned a lot from my younger years to make sure that the culture is part of their identity that they're proud of. There's no second guessing. How has your life changed since popping off on TikTok and social media? Wow, that's a big question because I popped off so quick. I did not know what to do. I didn't have any mentorship because who am I gonna look up to? Because there's no native influencer. I didn't really have any advice. It was really hard, but I was able to do it. I did a video that I thought it was so funny and it popped off and a lot of people loved it, so I kept making more and more and more, and eventually I gained lots of followers, supporters, and yeah, it was crazy. When I look back on it, I look at all my accomplishments that I've done. Mind-blowing, honestly. From making TikTok videos, I was able to model for Sephora, Bon Look, Somersault. I've been interviewed by Teen Vogue, Fashion Canada. The opportunities that I got from TikTok are endless, and I still can't believe to this day that I got those experiences. Me, a res kid, making these achievements, For me, I was super grateful. What are your personal spiritual beliefs? Have you ever had any experiences? Much love to you. So I'm very spiritual, obviously. I grew up very spiritual. My grandparents were very spiritual. Basically taught me and my siblings a lot of stuff. For me, it helps me understand why people the way they are and why the world the way it is, and just how everything interconnects together. How I was taught, it just helps me understand a lot more. Addiction recovery. I struggled with alcohol addiction, and which eventually led to me doing hard drugs that I promised myself I wouldn't do. That process for me was really hard. I had to isolate myself. I really had to question what I really wanted in life. I was making a fool of myself at these parties and just making everyone laugh at me just because. Oh, I don't know why Drunk Michelle was like that. There was a lot of feeling of regret. I felt a lot of regrets when I was getting sober. It was really hard to navigate because all those memories, they just keep popping up. You gotta be kind to yourself because your body is just getting used to the alcohol not being in your systems. It takes time to heal, to be sober, and to be comfortable being sober. I had to get rid of a lot of friends. I had to stop associating with them. I did not see my life like that anymore. I wanted to see change, so I changed my life. Why did you decide to become a content creator / influencer? I started because I didn't see many Native representation. I was thinking of my younger self. I struggled so much in my childhood, elementary, middle school, and high school. I struggled so much. I thought of my younger self, you know, she went through these struggles, and these experiences may not be the only experience I have. There might be other people in the world that may have the same experiences that I have, and they might need help navigating through it. I was thinking about all the res kids. I was thinking about all the native city kids. I was thinking of myself. I was thinking about my future kids. I was thinking of changing the world because it's not a pretty place for a native to live. Any advice on bringing awareness to Native history at a white-dominated school? XO, love you. Speak up, use your voice, talk to the principal. Hey, I don't see any Native representation and I think it's really important. Do you have cleft lip? Infamous question all the time. What's wrong with your lip? Nothing's wrong. I was born with this. It's called cleft lip and palate. Basically, when I was born, there was like a cut right here. When I was 3 months, I got surgery. I think it was to sew up the palate. And then when I was 1 year old, that's when I got my second surgery for my lip. I'm not sure if it's the other way around. I got 2 surgeries. It was kind of challenging growing up because I've had to handle a lot of bullying, speech therapy, a lot of self-esteem issues. I was always underestimated growing up, and here I am. What is the most frustrating aspect of being a highly visible influencer? The internet can be a vicious place if you are not in the right mental space. There's a lot of reassuring yourself that you can make it, that it's not your fault that these people are coming up to you and like voicing their opinion that you never asked for. I think the most frustrating thing is not being seen as a human. And it feels like they forget that I have feelings too, you know? I'm also a person living on Earth and living for the first time and living these experiences. It sucks that your mistakes are broadcasted, but that's the thing about life is you learn from your mistakes. It's hard out here. I think that's all the questions I'm going to answer today. I hope you really enjoyed this video and got to know me a bit more as Michelle Chubb or Indigenous Baddie. It's my birthday. I'm filming this on my birthday, so happy birthday to me. When I upload this, it will probably be Sunday. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy your day. Ekosi.